YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. We are just about done with this room, right? We're just about done with it, and I'm probably going to title this something along the lines of ready for the S95C. I don't know, I'm not sure, but the project is done. So there was some before and some after content shared leading up to this video on this Good Friday, and I've also utilized the community tab pretty often to kind of, update you guys with pictures and things like that. And I've been posting some shorts. This turned out, in my opinion, to be a great project. I love the way this all looks. I searched for a color that was going to be good. I wanted something dark, but that had some flavor to it. Wound up going with a purple base, and it plays really well off of the aesthetics of these speakers. These are clipped. So again, I'm probably going to playlist all this content because this has been all in preparations. Now, I also thought about changing out my television stand, this furniture piece that I'm showing right here. But you know what? Just looking at it right next to the clips speakers, just that burnt orange, a lot of people call it gold. It's definitely closer to a rose gold, but doesn't look like rose gold. But the finish on this false wood texture on this stand just looks absolutely perfect. I think the only real opportunity for me in this room is that there is not like a tinted glass finish, which I might look into getting some tint and putting it onto this just to kind of cover, the white aesthetic of the VR that I have. That's the Oculus with an anchor dock and the PlayStation 5 console. I know that their VR is coming pretty soon. In the previous setup, we had Sony Core. Listen, it did sound good. I cannot lie. It was decent for the money. I still have to recommend that. Every person is not going to jump into this field and look for the creme de la creme, because this is not even the best of the best. But the Sony system was nice, but this is so much nicer. What we did was I had everything pretty much in the orientation that you see, with the receiver being down there. That is the 2022 Denon 970H. So let me take a second and talk to you guys about the issue from the prior upload where I said that this thing was kind of hindering me getting this build together. When you do a speaker setup on this thing, intermittently, it will disconnect the eARC from the receiver. So that was the issue. But it only partially did it because I still had audio, just no video. In any event, I unplugged it, plugged it back up, but that's working. But that's what that is. That is the 2022 Denon 970H. Above it, I had the Sony Core center speaker there. We're not going to put that there, though. However, we are going to have this gaming PC, right? So we've also featured some content about this, a part 1 video. Part 2, I've already started shooting transitions for it. So this case, it's open, as you can see right now, but once it gets closed off, it's going to go into that space above that receiver. So I think this is going to be a real nice finish, but I'll give you a sneak preview in this. Everything that's going here is going to be all Be Quiet fans. So it's going to be 9 total, 7 intaking air, in a configuration of 7 being case fans. And then there's going to be 2 on the cooler. We've got the Pure Rock 2. It comes with 1 fan. I have another fan that's going to go on it to give me a push-pull configuration. It's going to be a very nice build. The base of this build is going to be around the NVIDIA RTX 3090, which is going to give the S95C some great 4K 60 plus performance in max settings without deep learning super sample, and a ton of AAA titles, the God of Wars, the Spider-Mans, and so forth. Also, I'm looking to play a lot of QHD native resolution with the deep learning super sample turned off, trying out up to 144 hertz. Speaking of which, I think QHD is going to be a great option for that Samsung TV. And one thing that's going to save me with being comfortable with it is going to be my distance. So a frequently asked question is, how far am I from this? Right now, I'm in the sweet spot sitting down, guys. Just look at that. I think this is just absolutely beautiful. Let's get you a whole shot of that wall, man. This purple really ties it in. It really makes that part of the room look smaller, which brings the TV to me. But to answer that question, I am sitting about 15 feet away So there's a couple things that I actually want to answer about this particular setup. Man, I love the wire. Do you guys into the wire? I absolutely love the wire. So puts us in a position where we can just go and play. Ooh, them subs just kicked on. Dang. It's probably gonna kill my being monetized on this video, but I don't care. Give me a thumb up because that was nice. This system sounds really good, guys. It sounds really good. I decided not to mount the TV because of two things. Number one, where you see the TV standing before I get behind it, and I've got some cleanup work and some cable management to do, but where you see the TV position, there is about 2 feet, maybe 2.5, almost 3 feet possibly from the wall. You know, so looking at the distance of my sweet spot, here's just a quick pan around the room. Oh, by the way, these are Ralph Lauren polo bears. I keep getting asked, like, what's the thing about that? It's just, I'm into Ralph Lauren a lot, and I do purchase from time to time some throw blankets. There's an all brown one, but anyway, there's my sweet spot right here. And as you can see, the room it's pretty much an open concept. So the sound is just escaping in the back, but it sounds really good. But this is the sweet spot here. So from right here, we are about 15 feet sitting right there, taking that in, right? So taking it back that extra 2 to 3 feet, I was like, you know what? Let's just go with a TV base with a mount, TV stand, if you will. So it's going to give me the elevation that I need to get this reference clips sound bar there. And I think this looks clean. My opinion, it does, man. It looks really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this base up to the front of the glass. I'm going to bring it up here. So that couple of inches, 2 inches there, that'll get the TV to me even closer. Also, I have concrete studs. So I've got some patchwork to do here. I actually did patch it up, but I was unable to actually get a successful mount going, but I'm glad I didn't, because as I said, we've got about 2 feet, 2.5 feet in distance from right here to the back of the TV. And as you guys can see, this thing, it does a pretty good job. Now, I haven't done any cable management at all because the S95C is going to have a one connect system there. So all the HDMIs that I'm using now are longer than they need to be. I'll be able to get everything fine tuned once I get the TV. Corner speakers, right? We do have a port on the back, so they are not up against the wall. May look like that, but they're not. The system sounds good in its placement. The toe in, you know, it sounds good. I've watched some content, and to talk about these rears. So I listened to some music last night, and I put the system on multi-stereo just to kind of, you know, be able to hear what these things sounded like. And as I'm sitting in this spot, literally these rears sound like I have headphones on, and it's incredible. Like, it's just a good system, but I'm also getting that bass kicking forward to me, right? I really like this setup. Like, right here is absolutely perfect. Made sure that I got the TV stands kind of centered to me being in the middle of this chair, because this chair is a wide chair. I can sit on one side, the left or the right. But yeah, I'm really happy for this. So we're going to get this PC going. I've got some content to shoot as soon as I'm done with this vlog to go ahead and get this thing built. And then I wanted to get this to you guys Friday. You're probably not going to get a video from me Saturday or Sunday, but Monday we're going to come back with my regular arcade stuff. And then Tuesday's the big day. But in between, just know that I'm going to be shooting more content, and the flood is going to kick in. I might hit you guys with some more shorts. I might hit you with some more community posts. But if you have any questions, any suggestions, you know, if you like the setup, if you don't like the setup, just let me know. But this all just comes from planning and just, you know, being motivated. You got to be self-driven, set you a plan and set you some goals and just work those goals. But I'm really happy the way that this turned out. So like my ceiling is white. My walls are like an eggshell. And then that purple just, it just gives me the illusion of the room being smaller on that side, which brings this TV to 77 inches. Feels like it's so much closer. And again, we're going to pull it closer about 2 inches. But I'm very, very happy with the turnout of everything here. And for the receiver issue, although I didn't ask for any help, I do appreciate so many of you people chiming in, and I did leave a community post thanking you guys on that. So that's going to wrap up this particular video. Like I said, use the comment section. You know, comments lead to content, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Peace. God bless. And as I always say, Max love.